Kesakor, who just followed. All right, so looks like we're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and balance teams. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and start the game. Because, yeah, last time we didn't use the balance teams button and Garwar tried to override it. It was a bad time all around. It turned out being a 20-minute stomp. Well, hello, ChocobosX. Everybody in the chat can see you there. Oroka says the code has already been used. When Garwar comes back, I will have him... I'll tell him about it if he doesn't see it in chat.
Oh, I just missed the game. Yeah.
Oh, Pyro. I'm sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
Sorry, well, we'll get you in on the next one.
Eating dinner.
Yeah, we'll get you in on the next one. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Garwar was saying you must have had a huge pizza and a lot of beer, and he was getting kind of jealous, so he actually got up and got something to drink himself. So.
One of my roommates decided to make cookies in addition to dinner. So.
Oh, well, that would do it. Looks like we've got a couple random locked-ins come in from the Mortal side. Let's see what they turn into. Wow, quite the pick comp coming out of the Mortal team. They'll just pick somebody, blow them up. I don't see them taking a sustained team fight at all. Looking over at the Spirit team, they are definitely a late-game team. Spirit team for sure has the late game. If they get their people going, there's going to be no stopping them. All kinds of peel for their carry. Yeah, this should be interesting for sure. We'll wait for everything to lock in, and then I'll talk about the specific shapers in question, just in case the people here are listening. And everything will lock in. There we go. So, yeah, Mortal team. We got Dragon. He's going to do the Hunter Cerulean. TheTylernol on a Gladiator Nisa. Definitely practicing for that best Nisa world for sure. We've got Kendra, Zlobst on a Gladiator Kendra, Siifoo on a Tactician Ashabel, and then ChocobosX is going to be on a Tactician Zeri. Let me go ahead and switch to the overlay because, you know, I remember to do that now. All right, so, yeah, Mortal Team is all about picking somebody and blowing them up. So Cerulean gets a flip, everybody just piles all their abilities right onto that one person. Let's take a look at the Spirit side here. Again, well, it's going to be Cerulean versus Cerulean in the jungle, so we'll see whose Cerulean is stronger for sure. We got any crazy loadout on this Vex this time? It's an 8% life drain this time, so I mean, you can probably jungle that Vex if you really wanted to. We've seen that before, and it was kind of crazy, but he did pick Gladiator, so you're not going to jungle a Gladiator Vex. That's just not going to happen. And it looks like we got
the life drain ought to allow him to sustain in lane better than a normal Vex.
For sure, but again, it still makes him. It makes him take even longer to get to, carry status there. But TylerNol getting really low from their ass from King of Masks and Zeri. Oh God, that's an annoying lane. Spawned. You got all the poke from Zeri, and then all the shenanigans that King of Masks throws out. Oh my gosh, I do not want to be up in that. Yes, Siifoo, we've been over this many a time that Gara can't balance it all. Yes, but we have to keep bringing it up. Just to make sure he doesn't do it again. Veknus, oh boy. ChocobosX, you might want to look behind you, man, because you got a lot of people on you. Dragon, pull him into your jungler. I'm not sure you want to pull them into your jungler. Do that, he may start out at really low health. And Siifoo looking like he wants to contest the spawn of the power buff there, but he's a little early on the Gale. Meanwhile, Oversitting down here on the comm, he's looking to contest this power buff, but Dragon's going to have to vanquish it. I usually don't like using Vanquish on my first camp as a jungler simply because I have, teammates with me to help me leash, and then I'll use it on the haste buff. But yeah, if people are contesting it like this, what is with all the contests from lane on the first buffs? I mean, that's not something I've seen in a long time. But I'm liking it here. Oof. And
well, it's a super viable strategy. I don't know why people don't do it more.
Well, because it's dangerous, mainly. It puts you on the opponent's side of the map. It makes it easier before you get collapsed on, I think. At least that's my reason for not doing it, because I don't have a lot of vision on the enemy side. Somebody can come out of absolutely nowhere and just absolutely destroy me. But if you can see where everybody is, if you know where everyone is, you can do things like that. But that would be
and it puts you in a welcome back. Welcome to myself. it puts you in a weird position. If you're there with your jungler harassing, you're in a 3v3, which is fine. But if you're in a 2v3, you just got to be super careful.
Exactly.
And you can pull it off because, you know, you're missing a little XP in lane, but if you're slowing the other jungler down, it can be worth it for you.
And even more so if you actually manage to get the buff, then you put their jungler behind and you get a huge chunk of experience for yourself. So, high risk, high reward for sure. But yeah, we already introduced the teams. We're just waiting for something to happen in this game. It looks like junglers are on their normal paths. Yeah, we got 2 Hunter Ceruleans. No, Cerulean's not a very favored jungler recently. I mean, we've seen him a lot in the custom games, but I don't see him a lot in solo queue, and definitely don't see him a lot in competitive games. But then again, we haven't really had many competitive games as of late, but I know when DGSL and such were going on, you would never, ever see a Cerulean Hunter, ever. Garwar, why do you think that is? Why don't we see Cerulean jungle more often?
At the current point in time, his early clear isn't quite as amazing. His gank is okay, but it's like I don't know. It's interesting. It's just it's not the greatest at the start. He kind of needs a couple abilities before he can really super start clearing.
True.
But there's a lot of people that really like him. It's just he wasn't top tier. All you would ever see was like what are quote unquote top tier.
Mm-hmm. Like your Moya, your Salus, your Kaga, and you know these types of junglers. Well, actually, we didn't see Salus very much, just simply because if he got bullied around so early, he had a really hard time catching up. Question, Luke at me now. How many more games you guys plan on doing tonight? Until I pass out, basically, is going to be the plan.
We can expect at least a few more hours.
Yeah, a few more hours at least. You know,
and I
normally...
didn't hit the balance, Siifoo. Don't ask. I don't know what you're talking about. I missed that.
Yeah, we're making fun of you.
Oh, okay, yeah. I only did that once.
Yeah, and that's what he was talking
horrible.
about. The one time, yes.
I moved one person.
Once when there's 50 people watching, yeah, GG for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's not like the entire internet saw it or anything.
Yeah, close enough.
I cut that part out of the VOD, by the way.
Aww.
Wow.
I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Oh, good job.
Ping's going down in the top lane. Looks like there's going to be a chase. No.
Looks like the
Kendra.
Cam wants to take me to the bottom lane instead.
Yeah, no kidding.
Care.
Oh man, sorry, I was dying there for a second. I was going to say that there was a chase and, you know, Kendra and Cerulean were going to chase the mortal Cerulean around his armor buff, but that actually didn't happen because I was coughing. Sorry about that, guys. I think I need a drink. That's the problem here. These guys have drinks. I haven't had one in a while, so I'm going to take a drink real quick. That's much better. Well, but all in all, kind of a passive game to start off here. Normally, we would be talking about all kinds of crazy stuff happening, but...
That's jungle Cerulean.
Yeah, that's true.
Why I see him a whole lot.
Garward, you have food right now, don't you?
Yep.
Didn't your mother ever teach you not to talk with your mouth food?
Yep.
And see, and he just doesn't care. What a rebel, right?
At least I'm muting while you...
Except when you're talking.
That's your fault, because you're asking me questions.
Well, yeah. Which you don't necessarily have to answer.
And then you look like an idiot. I'm trying to save you here, so... My smart
Great
camera
benevolent Garwar.
Yeah, my smart camera totally was not on that first blood. I
Nope,
don't know if the
sure
actual
wasn't.
stream camera was on
Nope.
it.
Didn't
I
even
don't
see it
know
happen.
where that happened.
Looks like it was Cerulean
Yes, it
that
was in
came
the
in and
bot lane.
flipped. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this Ashabel and Kendra sitting around half health to the full health of the Kendra Vex. And there goes
that
Kesakor's Drain going down. Pick him up here. There's the reset. Splintering Spines will pick up.
That was actually worked out really well for them. I wasn't expecting it to that just full-on dive without any minion help or anything. once they hit 6. And yeah, I think it just caught them by so much surprise that they were just like, I'm out of here, and then they died. And it
exactly. Well, and that's the other thing about the Kendra ultimate. You know, it's just straight damage reduction every time you hit, for every shaper you hit. And you know, that works against bindings. It reduces the amount of binding damage she takes. And that's the only reason she got out of that binding dive alive. Otherwise, binding shots have killed her. Somebody who definitely understands it.
Akaroka, if it says it's already been used, just email me back. I will send you another one. And there's another kill in the bot lane.
Yeah.
I mean, so this is what happens. Once Cerulean 6, he can make lots of plays, but for that, not always the greatest ganker.
Yeah, for that's a pretty passive game. And let's see. Ooh, okay, Kindred just hanging out here. Jumping in on the Vex. The Spirit Kindred returns the favor, but I don't think anything's going to happen of it there. Yeah, the minions are strong, but they're not that strong. This isn't Best Shaper World where minions just absolutely kill everybody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's something else we might see too, because yeah, minions do work in Best Shaper World, and so does Vex against this Kendra here. Oh my gosh.
That's Epic got Rice. I mean, he has played the game a little bit. ChocobosX going, I really shouldn't be playing right now because I just bought Might on a Tactician. Yeah.
Good. Did he really?
It's gonna be a little rough. It's gonna be a little rough.
Yeah, there it is. Might on a Tactician. That
was not where they were going at all.
So either they've had too much to drink or not enough. One of the two things.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, and Chocobos gets deleted by the Shore's Calling. The Prismatic Vortex is not gonna save her.
There.
Oh my god.
Finally got popped with the Whirling Strike, I think.
Yep.
The bigger surprise was that they turned it on the comm, so it was a 1-for-1. So at least the Tylernol got the kill.
True.
Which is going to help him out as Nisa in the lane.
Alright, let's see what else is happening here in game. Looks like there's top lane. We got some pings coming in. Uh-oh. There we go. Dragon coming in.
Great
Jumps
flip.
on the Yep, but the Wrath of Heaven is
Whirling
off
Strike
point.
again.
Doesn't matter. Whirling Strike gets it. Night Strike goes in. Almost gets the Vex. Is the final flight? Oh, just out of range
That
for
needed
the
to
final
come out
flight.
sooner. Yeah, that needed to come out sooner. I think Tylernol thought that Siifoo was going to be able to finish it off with a Gale, but unfortunately couldn't. So threw it later than would have liked. That's okay. They still got a kill.
Hey.
But that was a good job by the Cerulean. When he went into gank, he made sure he Whirling Strike, walked around to the mortal side of the Kendra, and then flipped instead of flipping them away. So that's important to remember. He is building a damage Cerulean. He built a command, Dragain. So he's going to be trying to do some damages on the Ceruleans.
Command Rush? I would have almost preferred Conquest first, but I don't know. I don't play Cerulean, so
I would have too, but that's fine. Nisa's got an Ambition and a Force already, so that's going to do some work. Probably, I don't know if they might rush the pain already, because you might as well while you have the money to do it. That's one of those things, you don't want to buy an item too late when you know you have a Kendra that you need to do some damage to.
It's not bad against Cerulean either, but oh my god, those eggs doing so much damage.
The Mortal Kendra has an aggression, a couple powers. Ashbel with an aggression, and Miseria, as we said earlier, with a might. Might not work out. We'll have to see.
Thanks for the follow, Frostbites. Appreciate it. Taking a look at the Spirit side. Oh, that's the Conquest coming out on Cerulean along with a Form. Vex looks like he's got an Ambition and 2 times really going all in on the haste. Kendra on the Spirit side looks like we've got a Vigor. And, Zlobst caught out. He's going to be able to Shadow Step out, but it doesn't matter because the Shore's Calling to finish him off. Wow. Okay. Where were we here? King of Masks. Looks like we've got an aggression, a time, and a power to go with his life. And Zeri on the Veknus. Or Veknus on the Zeri, rather. Actually, both of those sound wrong. Never mind. Veknus bought a Harmony. So definitely just wants to throw out more and more spatters. Kendra saying that face checker. Yeah, that was ill-advised for sure.
And my Twitch chat stopped working, guys. Apologies.
Oh, I'm
trying
sorry.
Trying to get things working again.
Not working all that well. Looks like we're going to have some buys coming out. It looks like we've got some people going back, like Kendra's just came out. Kendra actually turned that aggression into a destruction on the mortal side. Vex went back on the spirit side. Let's see what he picked up. He picked up 2 more times. So Vex is definitely doing the nothing but time build after getting his ambition. He's got 4 times now.
What did he pick up 2 more times? Oh, wait.
Funny. Sorry, that took me a second.
Yeah.
Oh God, Kendra on the spirit side, what a rampancy.
So I just want to say, Cerulean, you might have said this while I was fixing with the chat. Dragain on Cerulean after that command bought a supremacy.
What? You what, mate? How's that supremacy working out for you, Dragon? Walking into the middle of 2 people there and getting absolutely blown up for it.
Yeah, no.
And he didn't kill anybody.
Pretty good until the rest of the team showed up.
Yeah, I was thinking not, but oh my God, TyrelNol doing some work, deleting the King of Ask, but now has to get the heck out of Dodge because he doesn't want to face Cerulean and 3 blinks come out right there. Oh, what a clowny fight there it was. Jeez.
And just because the supremacy wasn't enough, he went back and bought another power. Kendra has a destruction. Kendra versus Kendra on the top lane. That's definitely a mirror match we saw once that it was not enjoyable. Just too many heals. But
apparently
Zlobst in a little bit of trouble. But no, gonna get out okay. Ashabel double aggression. Zeri with a purity and an energy to go with that might. Now the spirit side Cerulean did finish the conquest first, and that's why that fight in the bottom lane didn't go as well for the other Cerulean.
Exactly.
Rampancy rush on Kesakor.
Yeah, as I was talking about, and Vex is going to delete Kendra here. Siifoo looks like he might be in a little bit of trouble there, but Epic got Rice backs off in time. The Splintering Spine still bouncing off the minions just to hit Siifoo's Ashabel, but it wore off, so...
And Calm's got a destruction, and Zeri's still just sitting on that Harmony.
But she's got 1,700
sure.
men. She can go buy something if she wants.
Yeah, it's the Harmony for me is a little rushed since you're not team fighting with the Vex. It's going to come in a lot handier with the Vex with those auto attacks going out all over the place. But again, sometimes you just get the money while you buy something while you have the money for it, because you don't know if you'll have it later.
Exactly. You might end up dying over and over and over again. Even though it's not like Dota 2 where you actually lose currency on a loss. You end up dying over and over and over again, you know, while you're holding on to money trying to buy something. Maybe you wouldn't have died if you'd spent your money on something. You know what I mean? So what is... Blink coming out of Siifoo, but Drago doesn't care. Just Shore's calling and a couple of auto attacks and a whirling strike takes it down.
I think you gotta start there with the Storm Wall. And then Blink.
Blink, yeah.
So you get the knock away, because otherwise it is Cerulean. He is going to Shore's calling on you. But now it's a 2v1 on Drago. Equaled up here, but Dragain doing work, but then the Kendra just deletes them. Epic got Rice got in on that action, but
got the assist at least.
That was pretty crazy.
Sorry for what, man? You got him to back off.
He kill stole. Yeah, he
kill secure.
Yeah.
And Splintering Spines, is he gonna... Oh no, TylernNol actually ends up beating the Vex.
Well, Kendra's got the ambition with the Force and an Abolition and a power. Whereas the Vex is just all about that time. Did have an Abolition, but that's the Force coming in with the ability to do that mastery. You get some crits, you take the Vex out. It's all over with. All Vex can really do is auto attack. He can shred your armor and he can auto attack, but the Nisa can pop out, you know, like the branching blades. She can pop the wing clip for a little bit more damage.
Final Flight is very strong. Yeah. Where is your power, Drago? I don't know. Where is his power? Yeah, he has yet to buy really a power item. He's got a form, he's got a conquest, he's got a balance, will, and a life. Nope, nothing that builds out of power there. But he seems to be doing okay.
So this is his Volek build.
Oh god. Tylenol is
Volok,
going
I'm
to get
confused.
Veknus now.
Sounds a lot like Baklu. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they are rivals after all. I think there is
Yeah.
some banter between Cerulean and Volok to that effect.
Well,
I
no,
love the
it's more
banter between those two.
yeah, it's more that they're both just the big, strong, like armor-covered guardians. Because you got to remember, Volok was the guardian of the Holy Woods, and Cerulean is the guardian for the High Priestess of the Shorewind. So they kind of have that kind of same job type thing, but Cerulean enjoys his a lot more than Volok does. So.
Well,
Well, if I remember correctly, on the map, the Holy Forest and the shore weren't terribly far away from each other.
The Holy Woods is in the center of the continent, so the Shorewind tribe should be on the shore. So they
We're
should
on
be
the
a
east,
good distance.
right?
Yeah, the shield should be a good distance away.
I feel like maybe these characters have had interaction with each other in the past, though.
We won't know until the Dawngate Chronicles tells us, because they're not giving us any other kind of long-form story anymore.
yeah,
Or at least yet for a while. They did hire another writer, but we haven't seen even the lore snippets for skins recently, because Dandelion's been so busy on stuff. So hopefully that means there's a lot of lore coming.
hopefully.
I mean, that's what that
That'd be
could
really
mean.
great.
So they've been bringing a lot of shapers in to do a lot of voice actors in to do new shapers, as well as record more lines for announcer packs and other interactions. So that's taken up a lot of that time too.
Yeah,
YellowDrago coming in, but he's
Mine's
1v4.
5 of them. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That Flask
Goodbye.
of Foresight not giving him.
Not acting on the
telling him that
information.
there's 5 there.
Yeah.
But you know, still. The mortal side, Cerulean, Regain, has a Justice and a Supremacy now, along with a Power and a Will.
Oh, jeez.
He's going all in on that. And the Nisa did
All
finish
power.
off that pain, that's why you see the debuff. So that was a smart choice. That's just to stop that Kindra. That Kindra did do work in that 2v2 in top lane that we saw.
Right, so that Abolition is probably going to go into a ruin just simply because, the Kendra has a rampancy. So that just means she's going in on the health.
One would hope. That's also going to help if Zeri Prismatic Vortex is somebody.
Very true. Yeah, ruin is a very, very hard counter to that.
Spirit Side Cerulean added a Valor onto the Conquest.
Guess
So
he
that's
wants to
for
go
the
in and
Kendra,
not
the
die.
Ashbel, and the Zeri. Yeah, that's a good call. Vex hasn't shopped in a bit. Neither has anybody. Oh, wait. Zeri bought a Zeal.
Oh, wow. All the spatters. Hey, she wants to throw all the paint in your face.
But you got to auto attack.
That means you got to be in auto attack range, and as Zeri, you don't necessarily want to be up there.
Yeah, and you're not the quickest auto attacker in the world. I think she just wants as many abilities as possible. And that's definitely going to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
You can keep that going.
it'll bring the Prismatic Vortex up a lot faster for sure. But I think I would have just preferred haste just for that. Just, stack a bunch of haste, and then you can donate it to Vex, give him even more haste, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now that is haste. That's all she's got. So there we go. There's the dunk on ChocobosX. He is toast.
And Vex wanted to go in and follow it, but the binding just said, you know what? Yeah, you probably don't want to keep going here.
Yeah, Kendra's just been free farming in the top lane, which is what they're finally realizing. She won't be able to get this binding, but that's a lot of farm that she picked up. Sitting on about 1,500. There's a kill in the bot lane. They killed the King of Masks.
It's just Kendra almost has enough to upgrade that aggression. There's the Prismatic Vortex going to save Drago a little bit.
That was a good storm wall.
Drago
May kill the Tylernol though, and it does. But they get a kill.
Can they get a Veknus for it too? They most certainly will. Oh my gosh! Blinks away right into a Kendra. Sorry. You gotta hate that. It's like, yeah, blink, I'm safe. Oh crap, Kendra's there.
So in the extended engagement, it ended up being a long, drawn-out 3-for-3, but
well, Zlobst is going to go back. He's going to go spend his money. I wonder, is this going to be a judgment or is this going to be a rage? I would imagine it'd be a judgment for his second aggression. We'll see here momentarily. No, he bought a force. Could be neither. I was completely wrong. Caster's Curse strikes again.
Yeah, didn't need to finish it out. Just wanted the penetration for the early game.
And yep,
So
there's the
we'll see what
ruin.
happens.
There's the ruin
Yeah,
on
there's
Nisa.
the ruin on the Nisa and another force. So that's going to be a dominance most likely
Yeah, it should be.
at this point.
Yeah, between the ruin and the ambition, that's a good amount of haste. I mean, she's got 80 haste, and then she gets a bunch free from the chase, so she'll have about 100 haste.
So that's
just
that.
with what
Just
she has.
that's kind of the crit build that I like, where you don't necessarily need any penetration on Nisa. You just build a lot of mastery, and it really works. So.
Well, you do it on Mikkel. You can do it on all the 80 carries, really. And it's particularly good if you got somebody who can shred armor for you. Like if you have a, well, I would say if you have a Vex, but if you have a Vex, you probably don't have a second carry. But we've seen it happen.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
I've seen Tactician Vex
Yeah.
in a 5v5, and actually just destroyed with it.
Or if you have a Kenzu is the most often. If you have a second one, normally you have a support Kenzu.
Right.
And so
Mortal side, Zeri picked up a Chaos, so that's going to help out quite a bit. Maybe they can finally stack up that might and do something with it. It's only at 48 health stack, so that's what, 6 tonus, 12. So they've got 12 stacks on it.
Or was it?
Because it's
Oh
a
yeah,
half
half a
point
power. Yeah, that's
for
right.
each,
12
so.
stacks. You're right.
Good. I can math, even without...
Aroka actually answered that.
that
I
hand
avoided
round.
10 to be able to CS better during the laning phase. Oh,
Well, in the build they linked.
in the build, yeah.
Spirit Side's ruling added a command to their arsenal. Apparently they like the idea of that Dragain was going with. We'll see if they can pull it off a little bit better. Dragain followed up his Supremacy Justice with a Wisdom.
And he's got 3
So he's
wills.
sitting at 265, 268 power if he gets 293 or 296.
That's Ravager going off. Yeah.
Right, he's got his Ravager, he's getting in there. But that's just it. I mean, he can get up to almost... Oh no, he doesn't have Ravager, he has Duelist. So
where's his
he's
extra power?
popped his,
Oh, the Zeri. That's
he's
it.
got the Zeri. Yeah, and he has the power buff.
True.
So technically, right now his build he can get up to about 300 power, which is going to do some work when he jumps in there. The biggest place normally I would want to see that go is into a conquest, but he doesn't have one. If he was dumping that power into a conquest, he'd be doing serious work.
Well, you can't turn a power into a conquest.
No.
That's time, man.
Dump
Oh, I see what
the
you mean.
power from his build,
His build
into the conquest proc. It would be impressive.
Yeah, but he has to sell the will, but then he won't have 3 ways anymore because he doesn't have 3 wills anymore.
That's fine. He's a one-woman gal anyway. Vex has picked up 2 abolitions. It's that new thing that everybody likes where they're just like, give me more on-hit damage instead of anything else. And a Fate. That's why he's clearing waves as well he is. The Spirit Side Kindra has picked up a Divinity. The King of Mass picked up a Chaos to go with his Destruction. And Zeri...
Has an
the
inspiration.
Zeri with the Harmony and the Zeal has an Inspiration. So all
Fear.
about the cooldowns. They're basically pumping all this into the Vex. That's their whole idea, is to sit on the Vex and give him tons and tons of attack speed.
Has captured a well.
Currently, that's about 22 bonus haste, though, so not a lot.
Uh-oh, a little bit of a duel between
Siifoo trying to
Veknus and
fight
Siifoo.
Veknus.
Tylernol coming up.
That's not a fight that you're going to win.
No, really, Vex blinks
Got
in.
Rice
Is the
now
ultimate going
there.
to go off? There he goes. He's absolutely getting shredded, though.
Well, he was 3v1. I don't know why he blinked right into the middle of them to do that.
I
I
don't
think
know
he
either.
expected them to turn around and run, and they didn't.
Nope.
Drago comes in and cleans up one. Let's see if he
He
can
won't
catch
get
up
the
with
Nisa. Uh-oh,
Nope.
Dragon comes in.
Dragain, though, flips him right into Siifoo. Oh, and Siifoo misses the storm wall and goes down.
Drago
picks up Tylenol, too.
Gets a triple
Wow.
before going down. Good lord.
Spirit team killing spree.
So the only person left up on the Spirit
Spirit
side is the
player
King of
has been
Mass.
shut down.
And then we've got Cerulean and Zeri up on the Mortal side. So looks like Wells are going to be the order of the day, but Com has something to say about it. Oversitting. I don't know. Who wins this duel, you think? I think Dragon wins it, honestly. Because of the higher level, and he's got better items.
Oversitting can do quite a bit of controlling him. Basically, all he needs to do is wait until the Vex gets there. He
Right.
could keep him busy if he wanted to, up until that point.
Doesn't look like
The Nisa did finish that dominance that we were talking about earlier, which was expected.
40% crit chance now.
And the Spirit Side Cerulean did finish the Justice. So are they going to be able to get there? Nope. I don't know why King of Masks left.
Because he didn't think he could duel the Cerulean is the only thought I had.
Well, he didn't need to. He just needed to throw some eggs down and keep him in the damage. He could have done that. Vex picked up a Finesse.
Yeah, so that's going to be the Finesse Ruin build. Very strong, actually. So if you build any kind of health against him at all, he will absolutely wreck you.
Yeah, Spirit Side Zeri turns that Inspiration into a Grace, so there you go.
Grace, okay, fine.
That's up to 30 bonus haste is going to be lended out to whoever she drops that on.
Uh-oh, Tylenol caught out a little bit. Oh, but
Great
Zlobst comes
blink.
in and says something about it.
But Zlobst, with one combination from Drago, loses half his health.
That is, my God. Oh, and here comes Dragon.
Oh, there's
Dragon's
an
health
initiate.
back, and
All
Drago.
the flips.
And it's the Vex. It is Vex time, ladies and gentlemen.
Double kill.
Yeah.
Vex has
Spirit
arrived.
player.
But
As
they
soon
were
as he
playing
finishes this
freaking
ruin.
leapfrog in that lane because one Cerulean flipped the other, and then that one flipped the other. It was just this big long chain. I was really confused. I don't know. Pyro, you are around, yes?
He's not in game. After I started the game, he got back.
Damn it! All right, we gotta get you in the next one.
Yeah, we will definitely get you in the next one, but
Getting the delayed replay here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but sorry. They're gonna be able to finish this off. This is the difference of not having that ruin first, having the finesse first. If Vex had the ruin first, they'd have actually shredded that super quick.
no kidding. I mean, it was going down
but
pretty
he's
quick
got
as
enough-
it was.
Yeah, it was okay. Well, it got a little slow there towards the end, unfortunately. He's got enough money to be able to finish it now. He's just gonna pick up a little extra farm.
But then what do you...
Oh wait, no. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's got enough. All right, just
Yeah.
making sure.
So what do you do as Mortal Side against a Vex with these 4 items at 30 minutes into the game?
Akaroka, if I sent it to you, if it didn't work, you need to reply to the message that I sent you and tell me that. I'm not just gonna send you two. That's not how it works. I need that message back. So through the Twitch messaging system, it should have either gone to your inbox or to the one marked other. If it said it already be used, I just need to just reply to that so I have actual fixed history of you telling me that it had already been used, so I can tell people that there were some bad codes.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, we get these from Waystone.
Oh,
They give us-
Drago
they
jumping
give us a
in on
handful
this
of them,
Zlobst.
and we just need to know that they actually got used or weren't valid.
Oh, Zlobst's gonna get out of there?
He's gonna get out, yeah.
Ugh.
He did not have a whole lot of health left.
No.
About 50 at one point. So that's that Justice Conquest doing some work. Also has a preservation now, so no problem, man. I will after this game is over, I will make sure we get you a new code.
Yeah, it's just gotta have the paper trail, that's all.
So Dragain sold 2 of his wills and picked up an abolition, so that conquest is coming.
Good.
And that's
He has
going to be
freedom.
some serious work, because right now he's got about he had 340 power at that point, which is like a 400 to 450 pop on his auto attack after an ability.
What fight going
Oh,
down here,
just
but
got
Epic
deleted.
got Rice just absolutely cleaning
Zlobst
things
getting
up here.
worked.
That end game Vex is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Ambition, Ruin, Finesse, Fate, and then another Clarity to go with it. The other Clarity
That's a-
will be an Insight, and
That's a 3-for-1.
A mortal binding has been destroyed.
Well, the clarity could be a duress.
it could, but I'm thinking Insight.
I mean, that's what I would
honestly.
want, because then you land 1 auto attack and they're all stuck, and then you land 2 more in that period of time, and
Well,
they're at half health.
Duress only works
Mortal
against the
binding
primary
has been
target. It won't be
destroyed.
spread by Fate, but it will. The
Well,
Fate will reduce the
Trust me.
cooldown.
Yeah.
A mortal kill.
Oh, Siifoo.
knock back into the biting.
Getting a nice
defensive
1
kill.
for 1 there. Dragain's popping people.
And
He's
Veknus.
got a lot of damage, so Veknus is not getting away. I mean, that's 350 power. Let's see if he can get Epic Got Rice here. I actually
Probably.
like Dragain's
I like his
chances here.
odds. Oh,
No!
but he. Oh God, Vex didn't like his odds though. Rice had something to say about
Unfortunately-
that.
Has been annihilated.
Yeah, unfortunately, you want to wait you want to wait a little bit in that
mortal
fight
binding
before
has
you
been
use the Shore's
destroyed.
Calling, because you want to get your target down as low as possible before hitting that that ultimate, so that your heal is as big as possible. The damage is going to be the same, but you know you want to do
Mortal
that
binding
ability,
has
auto
been
attack,
destroyed.
and then maybe a flip, and then do the dunk. But I think he thought he had enough damage off the dunk, followed by an auto attack, and it just wasn't there.
Nope, certainly not.
But he's
And,
got his conquest now. Now that fight, whole different story. If he can get on that Vex now, that Vex is gonna blow up.
No kidding.
Nisa on the mortal side with a resonance now.
Oh, jeez.
So 5 finished items. Nisa's beefy. TylernolL just hasn't been able to get into a fight. They don't have a tank.
No, they don't.
So they don't have anybody that can actually soak up some damage. The spirit side Cerulean is tankier than the mortal side. He does
That's
have
not saying
a
much.
preservation, a valor, no, it's saying quite a bit, and 3 defense items and only 2 offense items. So because the mortal side Cerulean's only at
Captured
43 to
well.
48% defense overall before he hits his steroid, while the spirit side is 57% for both. So it's going to jump up quite a bit more.
Wow, and there's the Führer out of Veknus. So
The mortal team has captured a well.
we now have Gatling gun Vex coming out here. What
Yeah.
what does Vex have now? He finished his insight. I was right on that. So I'm like, what do you do? Does
So
anybody
this
have
is
like an
gonna shred.
equilibrium or an adamance or anything
No,
to lower
nobody
attack
bought any
speed?
of that stuff.
Is there even a
That's
wither?
what the Cerulean would have built,
Right.
but he went all damage.
The spirit team.
Well, TylernolL has a
captured
wither,
well.
so that'll help against the Vex. But yeah, there's only one wither.
Spirit
Wow.
player
So that
is
means he has to get within range of the Vex,
And that means you're going into
and that's
the
hard to do
Cerulean
with
and the
since now that
Kendra.
Vex has an insight.
Yeah. And Drago
There's that
going
TylernolL
ham.
fight. They pick off the Drago. That's nice. So that's 1 for 1. Now they're less inclined to go for the Parasite right now.
Yeah, because they don't really have anybody big enough.
Cerulean popped Exceed.
Oh.
Exceed failed me. Exceed will fail you, man. You're a tank.
Yeah, he sure does have Exceed. There it is, right there. Slot 2, right here on the screen. But
So
they're still dancing around Parasite, and nice goal there with the
Currently-
Slipstream. There's a tailwind. They wanted to go in, but they found Zlobst instead of Siifoo.
So like I was saying, right now,
Oh my gosh. That
there's
Splinter
that
Splines
duel.
deleted TylernolL.
Told you. And he didn't use his Wither.
Nope.
Oh,
sure did.
TylernolL. Oh, TylernolL. That would have done so much work.
Yes, and Vex almost has enough to get any item he wants. He uses another 500 Vim, and then go buy anything he wants for a 6th item, and then their mortal team is in a bad spot of facing a 6-item Vex.
Dragain did finish his conquest.
Has been slain.
Without a green buff, he is at about 400 damage on the auto attack after any ability.
That is
So
insane.
once he gets that power buff, he's going to be in the 450 to 500 range.
Here comes the Parasite, started by Veknus and Oversitting. And
Now
here
Vex
comes
shows
Epic
up,
right.
and you're just going to watch it melt.
Let's look at his attack speed.
Sitting at 2.4 attacks per second, not counting a Führer.
The spirit team
Kesakor
has slain.
gonna get wrecked by Dragain.
But Dragain
Oh,
gonna
no,
get
blinks
wrecked
out.
by...
Oh, he blinked out. That was a great blink by Kesakor.
Oh no. And
Or maybe that was a shadow
ChocobosX going
step. All I know
down
is he
big
got the hell
time.
out.
A mortal player has been slain.
Siifoo will be next, because, you know, Veknus is just too tanky with this Prismatic Vortex on him. Why, did I just say Zeri was too tanky? I'm not kidding myself.
Double kill.
Yeah. So that was a shadow step out of Kesakor on the Kindred to get out of that. They don't have a blink.
And Dragain looks like he might be in trouble. Because
Just a
he's
little bit.
running through, he's running through enemy bindings trying to get away. And here comes Cerulean in range for the Shore's Calling, but he doesn't have it
Mortal
up.
player.
And a binding! Denies himself to a binding. Good job.
That was what he was trying to do.
Yep.
If you get that last tag to wear off, you can do whatever you want.
Yep.
Kendra bought a rage
Is
on
there
the
a bunch
mortal
of...
side. Kendra on the mortal side bought a rage.
Where's all the MR?
That's well, I think
Drago.
that's focused on Drago. Not well. No, I guess it's fine. I'm not sure if it's efficient. We'd have to run the map. And Hands is here.
And Hands is not
Oh,
here.
Zlobst just get erased, but gets a stasis. He's gonna die anyway. Gets enough damage down on Drago though to let
Spirit
that
player
die
has
off.
been slain.
They're gonna get that binding though.
A mortal binding has been
I think
destroyed.
that was a given.
Yeah, they won't be able to finish off the base. 'Cause
Zeri
Tylenol
on the mortal
Chocobos
side
up
finally
here.
finished up that decay from that might purchase.
Is it even fully
Trying
stacked?
to do some work.
Yes, it is even.
Yeah, yeah.
Coming.
So I think what the Spirit team wants to do, they still have Strider coming in. They're going to secure all the Spirit Wells. And even though, what does Vex have? I'm just curious now. He's got 4,500
Veknus.
Vim on him.
Yeah, Veknus finished off a corruption to go with the Fear and everything. So just a total Vex bot,
Pretty much.
basically. Able to, if the Kendra pops in, can just silence them, and that applies the corruption as well as keeping them from the abilities.
Actually,
make a little play here.
Veknus, that's not accurate. Your Prismatic Vortex cooldown is 36.3 seconds, not 37.8. That is...
38 points now.
Or whatever it said.
If you're gonna call them out, then I'm gonna call you out.
Has been
Alright.
slain.
Oh yeah, 38.7. I do that sometimes.
But that may be because they just bought a time. So now it dropped
Yeah,
down
that
again.
would be it. I probably
So it
saw
probably
that
was
one time.
38.
Probably
was
was.
38 per second. So when you catch it in time, it's correct. Oh.
Nah.
So Nisa has finished off a Justice to go with everything else she has.
So she's full build, just gonna be rolling potions.
Yeah,
from
sitting
here
at a 75% crit strike chance before she hits an ability, 90 afterwards. That's the build I like on
Does
Anissa.
anybody have a hostility though? No hostility on the team.
No hostility. Or
'Cause that would've
you know,
given her
100
100.
once they're around him. Yeah, but still, with that Wither, if Tylenol can remember to use the Wither, it's got a minute. It's on a cooldown for another minute, but if he could remember to use that, he can duel the Vex and win.
Well,
It's because of the amount of the Wither. It's a 40% attack speed reduction. So against the Vex with so much attack speed, it's going to be a huge reduction. He's sitting at 2.8 attacks per second, or 300% attack speed. So that's going to take him down to 180.
Siifoo just got absolutely surrounded in the Legion by the
miraculous.
Spirit team.
They're like, we don't care what you're talking about. We're just going to kill some fools.
Yeah, pretty much. And it looks like we were both right about the clarity, because he now has a duress as well. Epic Got Rice does. So we were both correct. It was both insight and duress. You know you're
duress.
playing from
It was
behind
a-
when you have to
I was
ward when you
duressed
buy
by that
duress.
insight. What?
Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting because you can't even get to Epic Got Rice at this point unless you're cerulean dunking him.
And even then you're going to have to walk into Kendra, which, yeah, you
There we go. Kesakor versus Dracane.
But, you
In
know-
the 1v1, it was actually going pretty even.
Yeah, and then
Drago could go down. He just needs one auto attack. There it goes.
Uh-oh. but
Tylenol
look at
just
Vex.
got melted.
Oh,
Has been shut down.
they got him,
They
but
took the
Tylenol
Vex
died
down,
for it.
though.
Yeah.
Slain. A mortal
So there, and
player
didn't use the Wither. Ah!
A spirit
It just kills me. He might have lived if he used the Wither.
Didn't use the Wither, had potions. I'm not sure if he had a Flax of Moxie active, but if he'd have hit that, that's a heal as well.
Yeah, I didn't see if he had it
But
active
hey,
either.
the Vex died. The Vex died, so.
So, you know, he is not invincible. They can get to him. They just have to sacrifice 2 people to get to him.
Well, I mean, it was a 2 for 3 in their favor for that fight, so.
True. Yeah, once the Vex is
I
gone,
mean,
the rest
it
of
was
the
a
team
4v5 because Oversitting was dead, so and it was an extended 3 for 3, but still, in a 4v5 with the Guardian, that's in your favor.
Oh wow, this Kendra build from the Spirit side. Rampancy, Divinity, Potency, Order, Might, and Force. That is a rather bizarre build. I haven't seen anything like that in a very, very long time. Ever since right when Kendra came out and the tank Kendra was there. Oh my gosh, Prismatic Vortex landing onto Kesakor. Can he turn anything around with it? Shadow Step behind Siifoo. There's the stasis. Oh, but the Prismatic Vortex will save Siifoo. Except, unless Veknus wants to 3v1 here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I wouldn't want a 3v1 a Zeri either. That just sounds like a bad time waiting to happen. But now with the... yeah, okay, fine, yeah, think about what I say before I say... Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna shut.
Alright, so they take Drago out there in a 4v1. That was much nicer. The funny thing is if the Spirit side wanted the Parasite, they could probably still pick it off pretty quickly. They don't know where this ward is from the Mortal side. Probably got enough vision to let them know that the Parasite's getting attacked. So I'm actually gonna just check. Yeah,
Siifoo's walking over.
It's currently like even if I turn off with the nice little caster controls, if I hit F1 and just get Mortal Vision, it does show Parasite. So they're gonna know. But Mortal Side's now gonna move in and try to take it. They should totally do this. Like even without Zeri there, they have totally got enough damage to wreck this.
It's just that,
and they get it.
And oversitting himself, and down he goes.
I do enjoy it.
Oversitting, overextending. What?
Yeah.
So now they've got to do some work. At this point, sure, you want bindings. I kind of want a well. I think the wells are better than the binding. I want the wells. I want them to capture the wells and then go buy all the money from all that well vim.
Yeah, because
use it on items and then take all of those bindings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A spirit binding.
Yeah, when you get the Parasite late game, it's time to push.
The mortal team has captured a well.
I want see what you do is if you go take the wells really quick and then you hit B and shop, you come back while there's Striders in the lane. Whereas if you start pushing right away, there's no Striders. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, then the enemy team is alive, and if you push while they're dead, you don't have to deal with them. So.
But you've got Striders and a Parasite buff, and a ton and really nice items from all the money that you just got.
Yeah,
I just like it. I just like it. I like that. But see, I like that kind of stranglehold style of gameplay, and that's what it does. It puts the opponent in a chokehold. They're not getting any money unless they come out to you. And you fight on your terms.
So basically, what Garwar is saying is that he's a dick in game. He
Pretty
just wants,
much.
yeah.
I will steal all your jungle stuff and kill all your buffs. See, like I would have gone through and just taken all those buffs and both of the wells and backed out and left the fight.
Getting his Dragon, really, bro.
So his key item is a dominance.
651 attack
cool with
damage. Wow.
I'm cool with it. Yeah, when he hits an ability, he's at 651. He's also at 546 power.
Jesus.
He's got these buffs. So that puts his oh Jesus.
Almost 1,000
Aftermath on
damage from South
Conquest
Kelly.
is 700. So his attack, his auto attack, that's already at 650 is going to have another 700. There's 1,300, and it could crit because of dominance.
Right, and it can crit hard.
And
but
do for more damage. 50%
but it doesn't seem
more
to matter because Epic Got Rice is just coming in and shredding everybody. Tylenol deletes him.
Shreds him.
Yeah, he did drop the Wither
Unfortunately,
that
everybody came in from the
time.
back.
So that's what happens
This is
when
you
you wither
can't
back.
fight without your strongman, and Cerulean's the strongman, and they all fought without him. He can still do some work here. All the ultimates are down on the other side, so he could jump in and pick off any single one of those players. The key is whether or not can he get back out again.
Well,
That's
there he
the
is
rough
right
part.
there.
Yeah, he's trying to
could
catch
jump
him
on
with
the
a
Zeri.
whirling strike. His whirling strike will actually do some damage right now. It's a 500 damage whirling strike.
Wow. Jumps on the
There's
YellowDrago,
a dunk,
doesn't
but
get
doesn't
him.
finish it. Well, I was hoping the Guardian would finish it up.
Can he
He's
get
dueling
Kendra?
Kendra.
He
popped
got Kendra.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get to steal Kendra's resets, so...
And yeah, unfortunately
gotta
not,
wait.
but he's just going to have to try to chase...
Oh, the
wow.
calm took away a quarter of his health, but he's gonna... Oh, he popped the
him.
Cerulean!
You know what I love about that? That was
Spirit binding
3
has been
people
destroyed.
running away from Dragon.
Yes. So, he's got about a 500 damage whirling strike. He's got about a 600, almost 600 damage impale. And his ultimate's going to do 800 damage. And he follows that up with one auto attack that's going to do 1,300. All before armor, of course, but
Right.
still. Yeah. You want to fight with Dragain. If you're not fighting with Dragain with you,
You're doing
it wrong at this point. So he's going to pick up...
And now he's going to get a power buff. Let's see what this brings him up to.
Well, he had one before, so it wore off. So now he's got to get it again. With the parasite buff about to wear off, it's gonna drop him down a bit. But let's see what the rest of his team finished off. Most everybody was almost finished. The Kindred now has a Wisdom with the Divinity, the Rage, the Destruction, the Rampancy, and it has a Command. So still trying to finish off that Justice. That's what those Wells would have done.
Really
the Ashabel has a Valor, a Destruction, an Aggression, a Justice, a Freedom, and a Desire. So yeah, pretty far behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, she's just trying to
Zeri.
Yeah, Kendra jumping on her basically.
Yeah, the Zeri is the Decay, the Chaos, the Devotion, the Destruction, a Force, and a Power. So trying to give some damagey stats. If Zeri drops her Q onto Dragain right now, he's going to get another 45 power, which, you know.
You mean the W?
Because he needs
Muses
more power. The W.
Muses
yeah,
W.
I said butterfly, didn't I?
Yeah.
What did I say?
I don't know. I thought you said the Q.
Oh, I don't know. The Spirit side, Cerulean, trying to one-up Dragain, bought a Wisdom. Or a Divinity, excuse me.
Divinity. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's not quite going to be the same.
No.
Only at about 360 auto attack damage. The Duress got swapped for a Dominance on the Vex because he's making that much money.
The Spirit team has captured.
And he's still sitting on 3K.
He's still got 3,300. Yeah. He doesn't. He didn't buy any items though. So that's a problem. Like, you need to be full of items. Oh, there's the catch-out on Siifoo.
Deleted.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. The Calm had picked up a Duress, though, and a Justice, so that's probably they just swapped out. And Zeri bought a Chaos, so 248 haste on Zeri. Gives another 53 to anybody she drops the butterfly on. So it is a fast butterfly that will eat your face. Yeah, I mean, it would most likely be going to Vex. I mean, why not at that point? His attack speed, again, really, really freaking high.
Wow, just look at his Grievous Wounds right now. Just with the power he's got right now, he's doing 8%.
8%, yeah, of the target's health.
And then he's got a Ruin, so every time he touches you, you're losing, 16% of your health, basically. By the time you count everything in there. That's why a lot of people go for the Haste Vex, because he doesn't really need a ton of power. I mean, because even Grievous Wounds just by itself with no power at max rank is 5%. That's still pretty good. Particularly if you can fire, like 4 times a second. What's his attack speed at right now? He's still at 2.4.
It's a little low because he doesn't have the blue buff, but he's picking it up right now. So now he's up to 2.5. Because he got rid of that Duress, it dropped from the 2.8 or 2.9 it was earlier. So at this point, it's just like who can catch who, because everybody has the items they need. Well, not everybody, but the major players have enough items to just destroy somebody. So it's like, can you catch somebody out? Can you get into a decent team fight? The Spirit side Kindra picked up a Pain as well as an Order to try to live against the TyrLnol. And the other Kindra.
Right, I think it's
so everybody's they're all kind of swapping in pieces that they think will help them get an advantage at this point. There isn't any major purchase that's going to happen. Vex finally picked up some items. ChocobosX this time, the one getting caught out, but makes it out alive. Zlobst almost goes down as well, but they all get out alive.
Wow.
A Prismatic Vortex, not necessarily needed, but a good safety measure.
I was gonna say, probably more worried about the Kindra than the Nisa at that point to be picking up what she did.
Siifoo getting chased down by Veknus. Veknus doing work with that build because basically the silence is up over and over and over and over again, and so is the spatter, and it's very hard to run away from her. They've already started on the Parasite though, and it is just falling over. It's already at half health. They got Rice just 2.7 attacks per second. There it goes.
And that's with a blue buff and the Muse.
Yeah.
It's just
somebody get Duress. Well, Calm already has it, so they're fine. But at this point, they're just kind of like, what do we do? Like, nobody wants to be the one that gets caught out.
No, because next person gets caught out could end the game.
Yeah, Cerulean and Cerulean are potential. Oh, Dragain picks up a momentum. That's gonna be good,
didn't he?
No, he had a stability, I thought, before. He had something else there. I don't remember the bubble. Maybe he did. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, I think you're losing your mind. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he had that the whole time.
Pyro, can we get a call from the refs?
But now I've totally missed it.
Well,
Did
Siifoo finished
the
the
Mortal
momentum. At
Cerulean
least.
have a momentum earlier?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, speaking of memento, Siifoo finished one on Ashabel, so slowly catching up back to everyone
That's
else.
good because he was the one that was getting caught out. That'll help him. They won't be able to dunk on him basically.
Although,
But I think Mortal Side really needs to just let Dragain start things off. If he doesn't start something off, then you just need to be poking and not get anywhere near them.
because that's really the only engagement they have is Dragain going in.
Yeah.
And it's not like they can ignore him. You can't ignore this, really.
Dragain was trying to steal a power buff, but he didn't have a timer on it. Oh, there's the blink from Siifoo. So that's
Blink
going to be
just
down.
get in. I guess maybe it's just a misclick. I don't think he wanted to do that.
Well, no, he was trying to get away from the 5-man that had just collapsed on him. So.
Ah, gotcha. That would do it. So I guess
Chocobos saying he's going to pick up a Supremacy on the Zeri, so people have even more power. If he drops that on Dragain, that's just going to be crazy.
here we go. The cores are starting to explode. There's only 2 left for the mortal
Smart Cam
side.
doesn't even know where to go on my.
Yeah,
Just
Smart Cam
bouncing around.
does
It's like,
not.
What should I be looking at? I don't know.
There's a core going down over here. There's a core going over here. There's a core over here, and
Everybody's
the Guardian's
pinging
firing from here.
everywhere. They know they have cores down. They have to push all the way into the back to get the 2 back ones, and that's the hardest thing to do, especially with this damage that's coming out from Dragain right now.
Yeah, I think
Let's
Dragain's
see
the one they're
what we
most
got
scared
going
of. If
on.
they get rid of him, I don't think they're worried too much about everybody else.
That's a challenge. Drago can't really engage on his preferred targets because the 2 people that are up front are the people with momentum.
Right.
Which is a really smart idea. I think he's going to look for the Tylernol here. And they're just, cores are respawning. They're trying to drag this out so that the parasite buff will drop off. They said, oh, it's gone in 15, but it's actually going to be a little, I think it's probably going to be a little longer than that.
Yeah, well, the
Dragain
buff...
gets a flip, does a good amount of damage. About 15 to 20%.
Oh, and
of the
there
health.
goes
The
Drago.
dunk doesn't do anything to Tylenol. Dragain melts Epic Got Rice. This should be the Mortal side cleaning up the Spirit side.
There it goes.
There it is. They'll push down and grab
Oh
a
my
couple bindings
God.
here. Oversitting is the last chance for anything to happen. They do need to make sure that they keep their base clean. They do have Striders in their base.
Mortal team killing spree.
They don't even care.
No, they're just going to leave one
player
person
has
behind. They're
been
going to leave Zeri
shot
behind to
down.
clean the base. Everybody else is
Yeah,
going
Zeri's doing a
Oversitting
lot
gonna
of
don't
damage.
leave
Relentless.
Siifoo though. Oh, that just changed the plans.
That's
And Dragain just found Oversitting. Let's see if Oversitting can do anything about it. There's the flourish, but oh, the blitz to stop the root, and that's gonna take down.
so that's an
Oversitting.
annihilation.
Spirit team has been annihilated.
Chocobos easily cleaned stuff out. Dragain's he's trying to go in and take some cores.
I don't
And
blame
he's
him.
got-
He's got to do something.
He's got 40 seconds before anybody does anything.
And he's
so
got
he
plenty
can
of
erase
tactics.
cores. Yeah, well, because of his conquest, he can just spin and drop cores. Spin and drop cores, or just spin and then armor and then drop cores. Like, yeah, and that's what he's doing. He's alternating Ritual Bulwark for the Whirling Strike.
It's
The
really
Guardian
good
damage.
justice. Yeah. I
Well,
don't think
no, but
Conquest
it's also
applies
the
to
conquest.
structures.
It should. It's an auto attack damage. Your next basic attack deals an extra damage. So if it's not working on a core, that's going to be unfortunate. I think okay, he's got to get out.
Yeah,
Everybody's coming up right now. He had to dodge too much stuff, but they did pick up a couple. That's going to be somewhat beneficial. They really need to focus that top lane. They need to ward up the parasite. If he can grab some buffs, that would be great. But he's just getting the hell out.
Yeah, he's too low on health. If anybody finds him, he's going to die.
Yeah. This game, folks. This game.
Yeah, this is a crazy game, an hour-long game, and we don't know who's going to win, even though there's a 6-item Vex on the field.
Yeah, and somebody earlier was like, "Hey, can I play in the next game?" And we're like, "Yeah, we'll have one up soon." And it's like, oh, an hour later.
That was an hour ago, right? Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, this game though, absolutely insane going on here. Well, hopefully this will give. Okay, Ashmo picked up a rage, which needs to pick up
Doomed,
something else. Parasite
Dude,
already?
those might not have been AFKs. They may have crashed or something and had something go wrong with the computer, which is why they showed back up again. So Spirit Sight is rushing the Parasite here.
doing it on a ward.
Yeah, they don't have a carry. Like, they needed Vex. You don't do that without Vex. Vex
No,
is
because-
who has the damage.
Not to mention
Nobody
the
else.
percent damage that.
Yeah, you got to remember, Parasite at this point is as big and bad as he's going to get. He's got just under 20,000 health. He's got over 200 auto attack damage. He's got 140 armor, 159 power. He's beefy.
Yeah,
You don't just attack him. Like, you wouldn't just go in and try to 3-man a 20k health Shaper, and that's effectively what he is. So without that Vex with the Ruin, you're in trouble.
So what you're saying
are they
is you
gonna
wouldn't
go for?
you wouldn't jump in and
Oh,
try
that
to
blink
3v1
onto-
Mara?
Oh, Epic got raised. Can they
Epic
get the
got
one?
raised.
Yep, he pulled him out. He got him. That's all they needed. Now they can just need to turn this around. But oh, he had to run away.
This
They
fight
pick up
was-
2.
Spirit double kill.
Right now it's a 2 for 2. They really need Dragain to pick up some more here, and he does. He picks up 1 more, but he gets eyes for it.
Mortal double kill.
It's now 2 to 1.
Spirit team kills.
YellowDrago could take these 2 out,
A mortal
unfortunately.
player has
He
been
could.
shot
So they have to be
But-
very careful. They're trying to push this in.
Player has
That's not the right choice. Yeah, now they realize that he's up. He is going to hurt. Yeah, oh, he just got
there
left
goes
behind.
Canada.
Zlobst, Siifoo, you got to help out.
Yeah,
Zlobst shouldn't
Siifoo
have gone
going-
in, but still, if they go in, you got to too. Now Sifu's going to be
I
in
don't
some
see
trouble
Sifu
here.
getting out of this.
Well, Sifu's got constant slows. The problem is Short's calling is now up again. It won't give him a heal, but it'll close the gap. He used it not as a gap closer. Why,
he uses a heal a
YellowDrago?
little bit.
No,
I mean, it worked
he
for
wasn't
him.
going to get any heals. Sifu was at full health. He killed him anyway, but wow. Wow.
mortal
That's
team
just...
has been annihilated.
Sifu needed to just walk away. Walk away and Q behind you in his path. Throw out a slipstream every now and then, and he would not have gotten
Alright.
close enough.
So-
Like, he would have used the Ritual Bulwark to close, but that's it. There's 23 seconds. Tylernol,
Drago
20
finished it.
seconds now. I think Tylernol could take out Drago easily.
Well, yeah, particularly because Drago doesn't really have much health right now.
So there's 1 core down. That took
Oh, there's
10
the Reaper
seconds. Took 12 seconds, so he's not going to be able to finish this out.
Yeah, he's gotta get
gonna
outta
get
here.
up, and he's going to go right after him.
Yeah,
They're
they're
like,
just
"Get the
keep
hell
pinging
out."
him away.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, they got 2 more cores about to come up. A 3rd's going to spawn soon. The next fight is most likely going to be Parasite, which, if I were Tylenol, I would be chasing straight to. But no, all of the Spirit team is going there.
Oh man.
This game.
And looking at chat here, it happens. And a bronze level tall grass strats always work. See, there you go.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's a thing. That's like in League of Legends when you start off, if you're in bronze tier, the way you kill everybody is you walk into the bot lane right away with your lane partner, with your support, and you wait for the other team to walk in, and then you just kill the carry that walks up to the brush. That's those bronze level tall grass straps. Mortal's team just getting destroyed here now.
Dragon's down for sure. Oh, but there's a stasis, but it won't save him. He's still in the middle of 5
has
people,
been
man.
slain.
I hate to call it here, but unless there's just an amazing 4v5 from the Mortal side, that could be it.
Yeah, because now they have no tank. They have no engagement.
Yeah. And they'll have Striders, not right now, but soon. Striders are spawning out of the base probably right after I say this. Yep, and there they go.
But I don't know. Are they going to get core trolled here by the Guardian? We've seen a good core troll before.
Yeah, I mean, it's the bubbles. Zlobst
Zlobst,
should have waited until the
you're
bubbles
crazy.
came out.
A mortal player has been slain.
You want to wait for your 6th man to actually help you out. Kesakor's going to go
Oh,
down. as
wow.
well.
Tylenol doing
So
some
4v3, this could still be fine.
Here come more
Again,
bubbles.
you got to wait for the bubbles to come out and then engage like near a bubble so they can't get at you.
I mean, the ideal situation is to really flip
Oversitting.
into it.
Oversitting just went down to Zeri. King of Masks got taken out by Zeri. That just happened.
That was just spatter to saturate, and that was just,
Yeah.
and he's just gone.
He picked up that Supremacy, and he's got a Divinity and a Destruction with a Chaos. So Zeri does a lot of damage.
Yep, and the other part of that is that the Muse was actually on Tylenol, so she's actually taking a slight penalty to her power even right now. Oh my god, this game. Will this game ever end?
This is the closest game we've ever had here on our community cast.
Yeah, we had one.
What's up, Athea? coming on.
Wow. Yeah, so much bubbles. Yeah. No kidding, mid-motion.
I mean, we've had some long games, but it was more that it was just dragged out because of a bad build or something. Like this game, sure, people went full damage, but it was working. It wasn't like they were losing because of it. And I think right now it's like, who's got the better Cerulean? Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, which power Cerulean build is better? Personally, I'm going with Dragains. I like it. He's utterly and completely wrecked some fools. And I want to be like him when I grow up.
The complete YOLO Cerulean rather than the more reasonable
But Drago's
Drago.
is tankier. You know, he can sustain a little bit of damage. But this far into the game, it's not tanky enough. So
I don't think you can be tanky enough late game because everybody just dies in seconds anyway. So.
Well, at this point, because everybody's gone damage. I mean. Everybody's gone damage. There's 3 supremacies on the side of the Mortal team. 3. When does that happen? You know, like it's crazy.
I mean,
I'm half expecting Siifoo on Ashabel to end up selling either the Valor or the Momentum, probably the Valor, and buy a Supremacy just for the Supremacy YOLO hype. I don't know that Nisa would sell anything for a Supremacy, but yeah. Just for fun. These gank strats though. These gank strats. This is what they're trying to do here is and I'm gonna give this away if anybody's listening. They shouldn't be listening, so I feel comfortable talking about this. What they're trying to do here is rely on that whole thing where people still think that wells are important at the end of the game, and hey, they're gonna come try to maybe harass this well down, but the problem is it's totally locked. They're not going to try to take it or anything, and nobody needs items on either side at this point, so wells are just completely and utterly pointless. Well, they don't even need that. Like, you'll make enough just off clearing out all these minions for the mortal side to be fine. I don't know. That was an odd bait, in my opinion. If the well had been unlocked, possibly, but not going to happen.
Here come the Striders, and they'll just melt instantly to everybody.
So they're gonna use the Strider delay to come down and try to get the kill on this bottom core, but unfortunately Vex not wanting to actually get up close enough to do anything.
I don't blame him. He's been caught out before.
There's a fire line up, there's the bubble up, and there is oh crap, what's the other one? Is that the? Oh, I'm losing my mind.
That was the slow area, the one the
oh yeah,
nuggets.
the big The arcade, the volley.
The volley, yeah. I didn't remember the official name because nobody ever actually calls it out as anything. And one thing I do want to point out, this ward coverage from the mortal side. There's going to be 2 wards here. There you go. Because I need to see twice as well in this area coming in from the bot lane, right?
Of course. I think that they probably put them down roughly around the same time.
And they're probably going, oh crap, why did we do that? It's almost like, you know, warding the bush twice that we ran into. When was that? That was last week, wasn't it?
It's Valkyrie Barrage. That's what I was trying to think. I was like Volley Barrage. What was it? Valkyrie Barrage is the top one that throws out all the little things that do some damage and slow you. And the amount of them actually scales based on how many Shapers are there.
Right.
So if your whole team is there, it can spread an entire area and just screw you.
Wait, was that a blink from Dragain?
That's what it comes down on.
Yeah, here comes a blitz. He really wanted to engage that, but
and he had an Exceed going too. He had everything. He was wanting to do some major damage. That Exceed had him up to almost...
oh, and the fight starts. Vek's going to go in, delete ChocobosX. Dragain's going to be next. But, yeah, and this should be GG for the Spirit side.
Siifoo for once being the last person alive, but that is definitely GG.
And that is a clean 5-0 ace, 100-second death timers, and yeah, this will be the game.
The mortal team has been annihilated.
Yes, the mortal team most certainly has been annihilated. Wow. That didn't take much.
Yeah, Dragain was like, okay, this just needs to end, and he did pop everything to try to chase him down. He had I think I saw him right near 500 power at that point.
Wow.
So because of that Exceed pop, so they were really going all in for that. But yeah, it was just outside his range.
And GG, yeah, really good game, even though it's been...
is victorious.
Yeah, 100-second death timers. I mean, that's almost as bad as Dota 2. Dota 2 gets up to 120 seconds at level 25. So, yeah, serious death timers.
Yeah, I think this is time-based, obviously, instead of levels. So
Yeah,
that
this
was
most
pretty
certainly
crazy.
is.
So Spirit Sidos, you'll notice, definitely got all their kills after they grouped up. 105 assists versus the 65 for the Mortal side. So well done with the grouping, because the early game they were just getting picked off left and right, and we were like, hey, you know, late game, just hold out for 20 more minutes, guys. Ha ha ha! They've got a Vex.
Yeah, they joked
Guess
about
what?
it.
They held off for 40 more minutes, and they actually won.
Right. Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and do another giveaway.
ChocobosX realizing what ended that game.